the dude's like wrestling this guy on the ground basically, and I was like, who's with this guy? Nobody says a word, and I know they came in like six people deep.
I love it when someone in a group gets kicked out and the rest of the group is just like, he's on his own. That guy, we don't know, we don't like him.
They abandoned the shit out of that man.
I guarantee you the guy was outside just being like, my friends are inside, they're coming right out. They don't know they're not. They hate you, dude.
So I'm like, where are you taking these dollars? Are you like going to the dollar store like, hey, yeah, here's my dollar with 16 different names on it. Yeah. Thank you.
It's still legal tender, right?
Yeah, it is, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, it's $1.
You cheap.
Literally. But that happens way more than you think. People are like, can I steal these? I'm like, no. What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah. How come you guys don't like staple to the thing?
It would be more work for us because we just have. That sounds bad, but like.
Well, we don't want people to steal, but it's a lot of work.
Well, they just.
And I'm like, dude, to be an adult, like you go outside, go to the bathroom, or know that if you can't take that shot, then like.
You got any games on your touch tunes?
Hi everybody, I'm Sydney and Cael. We are currently at the Copper Cup and I'm going to be making my signature mule, the Pear-tastic Mule. So we're going to start off with our mule cup, some ice, and then we are going to grab our absolute pears, do 3 count of that. And then we're going to grab some green apple pucker, do 1 count of that. Then we're going to grab half lime, get a little squeeze in there. Gorgeous. And then we're gonna come over here, grab some ginger beer. Stunning. And then we are going to finish with a beautiful lime wedge. There is your Pear-tastic Mule. I forgot that our ginger beer is over there, so I was like, do a little taste test. Unbelievable, per usual.
It happens.
I'm not kidding you. I got recognized for like a couple months after. Like, I know you. And I'm like, oh my God, I saw you on TikTok. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go die. Thank you.
The guy's doing the interviews for clients, right?
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Jaydn, just give the intro.
Okay.
And then give us a thumbs up if it sounds good to you.
All right. Welcome to Poor People. I'm your host, Jaydn.
My name is Cael Stark.
I'm your co-host, Bradley.
I am Sydney Cael.
And we are the Poor People. And we are here today at Copper Cup with Cael and Sydney. And we've just wanted to do this episode for like 2 years now. So it's really, really good to finally be here. I know you, Bradley, wanted to go off for a second.
Yeah, I'm fucking heated this week. I am. All right, the people have gone feral, and I think it's because it's like the first weekend after Dry January. It's the first full weekend after Dry January, so people have lost their tolerance. But Friday night, I had some bullshit, and then so I don't need to be getting into douche of the week right away. But I mean, there was several, and there was one guy that we had to throw out by his face. He went up to like this group of girls that are like sitting in a booth and started, just he was so drunk that he just like couldn't make words. And like as my coworker's walking by, he's like, "Do you ladies know him?" And they're like, "No," and we're just like, "Should probably stop talking." And then he tries to grab them by the face like this and do a little of that.
What?
And so we killed him. He's dead now. And then like later the girls were just like, "Thank you so much for killing that guy for us." That was there's no bars ever do that, and so thank you.
Bars don't murder enough anymore. Okay, well, all right. Let's backtrack a little bit. I want to hear about you guys. So, whoever wants to start, but just give us kind of like a rundown of how you got into the service industry and then how you came to Copper Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. I can start. So again, I'm Sydney. I'm in school, and I was a frequent flyer here for a couple of years. And there was one day I came here and I met the owner, not knowing he was the owner. So my giddy little self, I went up to him. I'm like, "You play golf, don't you?" He's like, "Yeah."
What gave it away?
And do you play golf?
I do, kind of. Not good.
Was it the hat that doesn't have the top? of it?
No, no.
The visor.
Yeah.
You can kind of just like see the vibes. Like if somebody plays golf, you just know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you play golf. And
A pretentious polo.
yeah. And right. And he was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm Sydney. And he was like, do you want a shot? And I'm like, fuck yeah, obviously. Do I want a shot? Of course. So I take a shot, go back to my friends, leave, come back a couple weeks later. He's like, do you want to bartend? And I was like, yeah, I do. So come in here, fill out the paperwork, and now I'm here. I've been here since the end of April, I believe, of last year, of course.
Wait, is this your first bartending job?
It is, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've only worked at Target before. Guest service.
At the bar in Target?
At the bar in Target, yeah. The secret one in the back, yeah. That's a secret. You're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, my bad.
Target speakeasy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, dude.
So your whole story is just like, do you play golf? Yes. Do you want a shot? Yes. Do you want to bartend? And here you are.
Yes, that's actually.
That
you can
is
see exactly what
insane.
happened.
That's
I know.
But did you have any intentions of bartending like before you came in here?
No, I just love
Ever?
to drink. No. No, I like being on the other side.
You said this was in April last year?
Well, I met him probably in like February.
Uh-huh.
Actually, probably before that.
But you started working here around like in
Yep.
like April-ish?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Got trained on with. We
So
actually
you've only been bartending for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Oh, this
That's
is wild.
Crazy.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
We don't get a lot of like new bartenders on this
Inexperienced,
podcast. Yeah.
but extremely experienced.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you work
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guest bartended at a bar once, but
Oh, okay.
that was before I started bartending, and I sucked. But it was fun.
So I just want to say too, like the bar I work at is literally right next door to here. And when I first met you, you would come into the bar, you'd order a bunch of shots for yourself, and then
Right.
ask me if I wanted a Zin. And then I'd be like, dude, who is this chick? Like,
Best customer ever.
literally, yeah. And then you're like, you came in a couple times. You're like, oh, dude, I just work right next door. I was like, no fucking way. So I just wanted to say, like, that was always, and I thought for a long time too that you were like a lawyer or something, or like going to school to be a lawyer.
Thank you.
And I was like, this lawyer is like the fucking coolest chick. Like she fucking pounds shots and like it feeds me Zins, dude. Like it's amazing.
Feeds you like she's putting it in your.
Yeah, take this.
Here,
Yeah.
hold your lip out.
Yeah.
Last weekend, her and I were working on Saturday, and she's like, "Okay, I'll go get us a shot from Bomb Bar." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sweet, that's nice of you." She comes back with a little sippy cup for a shot, and she's like, "Here you go." I take it, and I almost threw up.
Oh, you never had it before?
Peppercino,
Yeah.
the pickle stuff.
Peppercini shot.
Oh, the
It's
peppercini shot. It's so good.
unbelievably
I
It's
delicious.
so
hate
good.
pickles, and I had no idea what
Well, it's
it
not
was.
pickles, it's peppercini.
Yeah, get it right.
I despise peppercini. I could not, and I had
It's pickled, right? It's pickled peppercini.
It's yeah.
All right,
yeah. I didn't know what it was. I was like, what the heck was that? She's like, I was like, thank you.
When you're not expecting something to be spicy, and
no,
yeah,
not
it
at
is
all. I thought
alarming.
even if it was straight liquor, which I could take or just kind of pound that, I'd be like, oh.
I mean, it is basically straight liquor with peppercini juice in it.
I just
Scrumptious.
I learned a lot about myself when I took that shot.
Oh, dude. I had somebody come in the other night that they were like ordering a peppercini for one of their friends who had never had one. And they were like, how spicy is it? I was like, if you don't like spice, it's going to be pretty spicy for you. And he's like, well, all I eat is macaroni and cheese and chicken tenders. Is it going to be too spicy? I was
Yes.
like, yes, dude. You're not going to enjoy it.
Did he do it anyways?
He did it, and I thought the dude was gonna die.
Good.
Like literally, he was like choking in the back, and like, yeah, it was great. It was great. I loved it. All right, let's hear from you, Cael. How did you get started, and how did you get to here at Copper Cup?
Well, I went to Iowa State and I bartended there for 2 years at Sips and Patties, and I really enjoyed it. Only worked there on the weekends, but it was just another avenue of meeting people, and the discounts were also pretty nice working there. But then I knew that I was moving to Des Moines after college, and so my first time ever here, I came with a couple friends over winter break, and one of my fraternity members was a DJ here, and I went to him like, "Yo, like, what's up, Anish?" And he's like, "Dude, what's up?" And I said, "I'm moving here. I'm moving to Des Moines after I graduate. Like, I would love a little side gig to just meet more people, and I enjoy bartending. I'm just part time." He's like, "There's a full slate of workers here already, but if I'll give you the owner's number and you have nothing to lose, messaging." I'm like, okay. So as soon as I graduated in May, moved down to Des Moines, shot him a text saying, "Yo, I would really love to work part-time here. I have bartending experience." He said that someone had left the day before, so that there was an opening. He's like, "Can you come down for an interview tomorrow?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll be there." And I started the next week after.
Hell yeah.
Dang,
That's
dude.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so started here, been here since May of 25.
Okay.
So you both just kind of like got in on a whim, basically.
Super lucky,
Hell yeah.
super lucky.
Dude, well, okay, so first of all, like bartending downtown at all, I feel like is just kind of like it's a harder like place to get into. I feel
yeah.
like, for like in any city really. But the fact that you guys just like came in and just like started killing it here already is just like
Literally
fucking
right
really
time,
cool.
right place.
Literally, yeah. And that's like the best. That's how I started working at Bomb Bar too. Is like I was friends with the guys that owned the place, and then they were just like had an opening one day, and I was like, dude, I'll work Thursdays, and then I've literally been there since. And yeah, it's just crazy.
See,
How
I
that shit
just
works.
started up down and then work my way up that thing, like
Yeah.
starting at door and then bar back, and then there was like one shift a week that opened up at Locust Tap, and then like if you want to start learning how to bartend, that would be a good one for you to start with. And so I'm like, all right, sweet, yeah, I'll do that one day a week, and then like from there got to start doing a little bit more shifts, like filling in here and there, and now like that's my full-time gig. Like
Yeah.
it took me like probably a couple of years to work my way up that little ladder.
Dude, same. Yeah. When I initially, before I started working down here, I was started as a host at 19, and I probably worked at like serving for like 3 years ish until like I finally got brought up as a bartender. And then at that point, it was just game over. It was just like, I can do this anywhere now. Like, I'm going to start sending applications everywhere.
Well, and now what's awesome is like now that we have like the experience of bartending downtown, it's
Yeah.
like from there it's like you
Add
should
it to the resume.
pretty much go anywhere.
Well, and so that's actually a perfect like segue into the next topic. So you said you bartended at like a college bar in Ames, right? At the Iowa State University. So like how is that different? Like that's got to prepare you super well for like working downtown, right? Like
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. The only difference is people not being shocked, because I would say Copper Cup is definitely a reasonably priced bar, but
Yeah.
when you're in Ames and it's $1 mug night, and then you come here and get a normal drink that's $5, people aren't going to be shocked. Rather than on a Friday night, if it's midnight and a super drunk guy orders 10 shots and it's $92, and he's like, "What? Like that's ridiculous!" It's like, bro, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to say? You are the one that ordered it.
Where do you think you are, man?
Dude,
Exactly.
I've started doing this where when people ask me like how much our $7 shots are, I'll be like, it's $40, dude. It's $40 for one of them. Like, do you got it? Do you want it still? Like, and normally, most of the time, they're like, all right, it's not $40. But I'm like, the point is still there. Like, if you want the drink, you're gonna order it. Like, it doesn't really matter if you like. And then every time when people are shocked and they're like, what, $7 for a beer? I'm like, dude, go next door. It's literally gonna be the same price.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know where you're getting him cheaper.
yeah, probably outside of
The
downtown.
small town I live in, it's like, okay, well, yeah.
There's 4 people that live in my town, and it's only $1 there for beers.
Their property tax is probably way cheaper. That's
Yeah.
why.
I will say I see a lot less people falling over here than I did in all of my college careers. Like people at Simpson Patties are just like, if it's 1 a.m., every 5 minutes someone's like literally face down on the ground falling over trying to walk out, or their
shit.
friends are just army crawling like with the arms over them. I don't see that here. Like there's drunk people that come here, but I just not belligerently. Probably like the first time people are drinking in college or at the first time people's bars. 21st birthdays in Ames were just a wreck.
I was just gonna say, did you have like a bunch of problems with like minors and stuff trying to get into the bars like in a college city?
Yes, when I was a freshman, I never had a fake, but it was super easy to get into the bars in Ames. But then my sophomore year, there was a new police chief that came in and he cracked down hard, and cops were in the bars every single night, just flushing kids out if they somehow got past the security and whatnot.
Sorry. Not me. That wasn't me. That could have been anybody else, but not me. I didn't really like go to Ames a lot, but the few times I did party, I definitely did try to sneak into the bars.
Of course. Yeah, of course. You're there. Why not?
Yeah,
Part of the culture, man.
Yeah, it would never worked for me. I don't know why. I guess I don't know, but I would assume that you would just have that more, because like here, I guess you have security that like, you know, has friends or whatever, but like they're still not gonna let in people if they know that they're like underage. But I just figured that would be a lot different in a college town. But
Oh yeah, and if a group of 10 girls is friends with the door guy, like obviously they're probably going to get in
Right.
or whatnot, and at that point, it's on them if a cop comes in and they get caught or whatnot. So
yeah, so wait, was there just a cop just like stationed at your bar or something, or were they?
they
like,
would just parole from bar to bar, just walk through, and if anybody looked sus or ran away or immediately left, then obviously they were probably not
I mean, in
21.
a college town, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So would you have, because like I've always heard of this happening, but I've never actually seen it. But like where like police will come in and start checking everybody's IDs that's in the bar. Like, did you see that happen?
Almost every single weekend.
Really?
God.
Almost
Yeah.
every single weekend.
I've only seen that one time in my life.
Yeah. I've heard
And
that it
not even
happens.
here. That was like I was partying in Peoria at the time.
Yeah.
There was one time in Sips when that new police chief came, or when he was sworn in or whatever, the cops came in, went up to the DJ booth and got on the microphone and said, anyone that's not 21 right now, you have one chance to leave. Half the bar left.
Oh
Like
no!
half the bar left. Like,
That's
there was a weird little moment where everyone was like, do we do this? Like if we leave right now, like, or if do we stay and like we could maybe like say, oh yeah, we're 21. No, like it was crazy. Like people just put their drinks down. Everyone
But
got
so many people that it's probably a lot of people left that were over 21. They were just like, I don't feel like showing my ID to the cops.
yeah. And the cops really believed the people that stood there or like that stayed. They're like just watching the crowd just
Yeah.
slowly and with their heads down walk out. Yeah, that was crazy.
That is crazy.
Half? Oh, that looks so bad on you guys.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah, what were you like? God damn it! The cops came in and shut down the party again.
I was just like, shit, half the customers are leaving. Like, that
There goes all my
sucks.
tips.
Exactly, that sucks.
well, and at that point, it's not even your fault, you know. Like you're not checking the IDs. There's probably security or whatever, you know, and then you're just trying to do your job and make money on a Friday night, and then the cops are like, "Not today."
Nope. They sucked the party out of everything.
Make sure you walk out with $10.
What's like the weirdest drink request you guys have ever had? Like, have you ever had somebody order some like?
I had one that pissed
weird
me the
shit?
fuck off recently.
What?
They asked for 2 shots of tequila, and I was like, all right, cool. Do you guys need limes? And they're like, yes. And then I gave them limes. And they're like, and salt. And I'm like, okay. They ordered top shelf tequila, by the way. So I'm like, shouldn't need the fucking training wheels for it, but okay, sure. And then they asked for them chilled after I'd already poured them. So it was literally like the fucking bit that we made. And so
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
chilled them, poured them out again, and they're like, and then can we also get pineapple backs? And I was like, what? Do you just order something that you like?
Yeah, literally.
You clearly don't like tequila. Just order something that you actually like.
Training wheels. I need a pineapple. I need
And chilled.
Yeah.
Training wheels, pineapple back, and chilled. It's like you're getting a watered down. Fucking, it pissed me off so much.
I can't even lie. That's me. If I ever order tequila, that would be my exact order. Unfortunately,
same,
but
same.
I just don't order.
Just
tequila.
don't order
Yeah,
tequila.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what are your like your go-to shots? Like what do you guys like try? I know you peppercini, but like other than that.
Oh, I'm definitely. I feel like I have a signature shot. I'm definitely a grape bomb. Has to be with Sprite. Cannot have Red Bull.
Okay.
She
But
gets
it's gotta
pissed at
be-
me if I make her grape
I
bomb
won't
with
drink it.
there's Red Bull
I'll
in it.
dump it out and make him remake it.
Dude, I'm the type of person where like all we make is bombs, and then they'll be like, I want 2 of them with Sprite, and then I'll be like, yep, I got it, and then just Red Bull, all of them. I forget, dude. It's just like muscle memory. I'm just like, oh fuck.
Sometimes I'll do that,
okay.
and I'm just by the end of it, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, literally.
They watch you do it. They're just like,
Yeah, and then I'll be like, and then I'm immediately like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I will make you another one, and then they're like, no, it's fine, and I'm like, then
I'll
why'd
just
you
risk-
even fucking
I'll
order
just
it
risk
that
a
way?
heart attack. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, it's like, are you gonna die if you drink this?
If I die, it's on you.
but those people are my favorite people. They're like, oh no, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll drink it anyways. I'm like,
Yeah,
you deserve the world, bro.
I know, dude. I feel like all of my customers deserve the world if that's the case, because I fuck up so often, dude. So often. Yeah, especially coming from Target to bartending. Do you feel like you fuck up and then, or do they care and like?
I mean, yeah. I mean, saying I've only bartended for 8 months, so I fuck up all the time. I mean, sometimes I gotta look back at the menu, even though I've again worked here for 8 months. I worked last night, and and I worked last night, and I think I fucked up like 3 mules in a row. Like it was a sexy mule, forgot the juice, put cereal on top, realized I'm like,
did you
fuck.
serve them anyways?
No, I dumped it out. I'm like,
all
give me 1 second. I'm like, this is so incredibly fucked up. I like can't even serve it. Like I feel it's not even gonna be the same drink.
Right.
So I went and remade it, and then made a Trix mule. Just completely fucked that up too. I was just I don't want to say I always fuck up, but yeah, I mean I fuck up occasionally, but I don't even tell them. I just kind of speed up and remake it really quick. But
Yeah, I'll
I'll do
definitely
the whole thing. Is like, this is a recipe I've been working on.
try this.
depends
Let me
on
know
my
what you
mood.
think of that.
Depends on the person. Depends on the person. They're an asshole.
I did
They
have
get
someone
it.
last night that like specifically wanted me to bartend for him. There was like, you made me a drink last time, and then I was just like, oh, I remember you. I fucked up a drink last time, and I gave it to you anyways, and you happen to like it. Now I have to remember how I fucked it up.
There's a group of bartenders that work downtown that come here on Sundays, and my first Sunday shift alone, I guess some shots and bombs are just made differently, like other bars, and especially different, like, I'm not trying to say communities, but in Ames, we make cherry bombs way different than we do here, even though it's however simple that sounds. But this group of 10 came in, all bartenders, like they've been bartending for years, and like, can we get a couple of orange peels? I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'll try my best.
What bar was this? Because I remember like one time I tried to order orange peels at Thumbs in Ames.
Oh my gosh, really?
And they were just like, I don't know what that is. I didn't realize how Des Moines centric that shot was.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super Des Moines. I never even heard of that.
Only if you go outside of Iowa, even too, nobody.
Yeah,
knows
it was
what
like
you're talking
the
about.
general manager like overheard that. It was like, you guys from Des Moines? And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? He's like, that's a Des Moines shot.
Yes.
Like, I can make it for you, but no one here knows what that is.
Orange peels are delicious though.
They're fire as soon as you know how to correctly make
So I didn't
them.
mean to take over your story.
No,
but-
I'm glad that you added to it. I love Thumbs. And
How'd you make it?
I think I don't even know.
How do you make it now?
It's absolute mandarin, watermelon pucker, orange juice, and then Red Bull.
That's how I make it.
But
yeah.
That
before I
is
think
correct.
yeah. They told me they made sure to let me know that I was absolutely incorrect and that was the worst bomb that they'd ever had. And I'm like, okay, thanks. But deservingly so. I mean, I fucked up their shit.
Dude, I love it when people come in and they're like, "Do you have this specific bomb that nobody's ever heard of?" And then they're like, "Well, how do you make it?" I'm like, "Dude, I've never even heard of this. Like, what are you talking about?"
If the name is super ridiculous, like, can I get a pineapple bottom ocean? I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no. I'm just gonna walk away from you. At this point.
What's the one that you always had that they would the name of the drink or whatever?
One that always pissed me off was just like, do you know how to make a duck fart? And I was just like, is this a fucking stupid small town riddle that you squeeze it really hard? Is that force the air out of its ass? Is that how you do it? They're like, no, it's a shot. Like, no.
Well, and then the Rose Kennedy. That's what it is.
Oh
the
yeah.
Rose Kennedy.
Well, they keep going back and forth too. Like, I swear to God, the same person will come in every other weekend, and it's either Rose Kennedy or Kennedy Rose.
May I ask what that is? I've never heard of that in my life.
Oh, it's a vodka soda splash of cran.
Are you kidding?
Oh.
Yeah, literally.
That's a
yeah.
joke.
Dude, we've had this discussion before, but basically the like idea is that like I think drink names like are kind of dying. Like an orange peel or whatever. It's just like it's basically just an orange bomb. Like orange peels are kind of a specific thing, but like a Rose Kennedy or a Sex on the Beach, like it's just fucking tequila orange juice.
What's going on with Sex on the Beaches lately that like they're so popular?
So incredibly popular.
Like I didn't make a single one for 5 years, and then suddenly in the last year I'm making 10 a night.
Yeah, that's one of the drinks that people order. I'm like, what's in it?
I feel like once somebody hears somebody order it, they're like, "Oh, I want that,"
Yeah.
and then like it just keeps going, and then people just keep ordering it, and then it's just
Yeah.
There's
Like that's also one of those
15,000 of them.
drinks that has such a stupid fucking name. It's
horrible.
like, can I get the sand in my pussy drink?
I made one of those last weekend, and like obviously,
Sand in my pussy?
yes. And I'm pouring it in front of them and like doing the correct counts. I'm not over pouring, but I'm certainly not under pouring it, And they watch me make it, and like they're off. They come back like 2 minutes later. Did you put any alcohol in this? It's like, what? Are
The whole
are you
point of
kidding?
that drink is to not taste like alcohol.
Exactly. I'm like, first off, you watched me pour it. Second off, No, I put 0 alcohol, and that is an NA for you, and that you paid for it, and I didn't tell you. Like, I hate when people do that. When
Dude.
it's not strong enough. It's like, well, that's on you. It's not on me.
I've had people order Rumpelman shots, and then I give them like basically a double, and then they're like, it's not enough. That wasn't enough Rumpelmans. I'm like, you're fucking a sick person.
You were hurt. You were hurt.
What is wrong with you? And the worst part is too is they'll be right in front of you and they won't even tell you, and then they'll just write it on the check. Shots weren't big enough. And it's like,
Wow.
fuck off,
That's
dude.
shitty. That's not cool.
Literally just say it to my face next time.
I had someone try to call me out on this a few weeks ago. I probably told this a few weeks ago, but like someone like it was like the very end of the night. I'd already like done my sinks, so I'm trying to just serve in plastic, and the plastic cups are like they're for bombs.
Yeah.
But someone ordered like some pickle shots, and so like I poured a shot's worth, and then I gave it to them in the plastic bomb cup, and they're like, "You sure that's a full shot?" And then my coworker slams down a glass shot glass and then pours the pickle from the plastic into the glass. It's perfectly to the rim. And I was just like, fuck yeah. Still got it.
That's pretty awesome.
When they were like, oh, okay, it is a full shot. I was actually kind of hoping I overpoured so that they would spill out, and then they'd be like, well, look at all that you just lost out on.
I don't know if you guys do this, but it just made me think of that. And at the college bars on our first night, we had to do like a ceremony shot. Like at the end of your first shift, you get like a really, really gross mat shot and just add some
gross.
random crap on it. We didn't do that here, but my roommate works here, and I did that for him. And at the end of the night, intentionally, accidentally mispoured just little Rumpelmans here and there, like little orange juice here and there. And I'm like, Owen, it's your first shift. You gotta take this big ass mat shot. Feels like a whole plastic cup. I'm like, dude,
That had to be the grossest
if
color.
you're gonna work here, you gotta slam this right
no.
now. And he did, and oh man, it was disgusting. It looked like mud. Oh, but he's still here. He's still here,
it's so
living
funny.
and working here.
Like nobody else has done that, and you're like, dude, everybody did it. You have to do it.
That's actually a great way to make sure people stay, because it's like, I'm not going to take this shot and quit. Like, otherwise, it's like I just took
see if
that
you're
gross
legit.
ass shot for nothing.
Bring out the mat shots. I'm just kidding. We all have to take one. No,
From the night before, that'd be so fucking gross.
Dude, that'd be disgusting.
I don't know if you do this, but I do that on people's birthdays.
A mat shot,
Oh yeah.
dude.
I'm
Wait,
like, do you have any birthday deals? I got a free shot for you, sweetheart, my guy.
God.
And I'll pour it in front of them. They're like,
Here's your
Do they still
birthday.
take it?
Fuck you.
if they're like apprehensive, like, just pour out half. I'll do the other half. I'll do it with you.
Really?
Almost every weekend.
Kael
You
takes
are a
mat
fucking
shots.
animal.
I do it almost every
He
weekend.
does them every weekend. He just he enjoys them. Kayla's psychotic. Kayla's psychotic with mat shots. It's absolutely random.
It's just I love people's reactions to it, and like especially if they're all with the group, they're like, and they're like, all right, take it. You know.
I've never done one, so this is insane to me.
Oh, I'll cook you up one after this. They're delicious.
I mean, it's not going to be the same. It's
Oh, I can make it.
there's only like
Don't worry.
7 of us in here, but I mean,
Mat shot connoisseur.
let me come back at the end of like a full night. What nights do you work?
That's so funny, dude. Well, okay, I've always thought about this too. Like, mat shots really can't be that bad,
I mean,
right?
yeah.
Like,
You're just
it's
getting like a suicide of liquor.
yeah,
and
exactly.
mixer.
yeah. I don't like. It can't be terrible.
I do appreciate that
Like,
you were trying to add like extra rumpies and OJ into the
Yeah.
mat.
Oh yeah, making it just like
Yeah.
everything I could possibly make it, not like directly pouring on it. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna love this one.
That's hilarious. All right. With that, we can probably get into our douche of the week.
I got mine.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded, ready to go. All right, I had a guy come in, immediately steals like a thick fucking stack of bar napkins, like literally like that thick, like easily grabbed like 100 of them, put them in his pocket, and at first I was just like, what is he, poor? Like, is he gonna? You got to use these at home? He's gonna wipe his ass, and he probably drank for like an hour. His friends were buying his shots, so I'm like, oh, he is poor. And so like I decided against saying anything, like because I really want to be like, hey man, maybe only a couple. Like, why do you need that whole stack just to put in your pocket? And then after he drank for like an hour, on his way out, he just fucking throws them in the air. and they go behind the bar, they go all over the floor. It's a huge fucking scene.
What?
And I was like, that is insane behavior. And that's why I was just like, the people are fucking feral after dry January.
Dude.
But like that was the most premeditated thing. Like that was the first thing he did when he came in. Stole the napkins, put them in his pocket, just so on his way out he could make a huge fucking scene.
And he didn't get kicked out or anything? Or
Well, he was already on his way out. Like, what are we gonna kick him out? He's already outside.
He didn't do it because he was like mad at you or the bar or something. He just did it on his own, like just walking out, just John Cena the fucking bar.
So he did like take a PBR out with him. So like my coworker chased him outside, grabbed his PBR, threw it in the trash, was like, fuck you, and then went back and like as he's walking back inside, the guy's like, do something. And he's like, I just did, man. Like
We had a Tony Hawk Pro Skater night on Friday night this last week.
I heard it was
And,
fucking sick.
Dude, it was a lot of fun. And we brought in a DJ, and shout out to Iowa Underground and all that for bringing out their subs and making it a great time. But I was wearing a skate helmet like the whole shift.
I heard you had a helmet, yeah.
And the running joke the whole time was like, if anybody was like, do something, I would just click the fucking click the helmet, just click it on like I'm going over, and just like fucking just like dude, it was good protection, I will say. Like having a helmet on, nobody fucked with me at all. It was a great night. Yeah. People would ask like, what's the helmet for? I'm like, it's for legal reasons.
Well, I've got a douche of the week, unless you have one off the top of your
I
head.
do, but go ahead.
Okay. This happened like 3 weeks ago, actually. But this coworker of mine came in with a big group of friends, and nothing out of the ordinary.
Is the coworker the douche?
No, actually, no. I won't name drop. But her friend was sitting right next to, like, they were sitting at the bar, and like I'm talking to them all, and a group of my other friends from out of town came in, obviously like excited to see them. Like, hey, my coworker was busy, but her friend, I was like, hey, can you take a picture of us? She's like, yeah, sure. Takes a picture of us. She gives me back my phone. She's like, you look really fucking pale. I'm like, fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, all right. Like, cool, thanks. Let me see. Fix me. That makes me
That's
feel
clearly
great.
a thing that they care about.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, but fuck you. Like, what a rude thing to say, you know?
They probably thought they were just looking out for you, man.
Sure, like I'm gonna post it and be super like, oh no, I'm pale. No. Dang it. Shit.
It is free tan week at Suntan if you are insecure about it. Just so you know.
I'll be there later this week.
Perfect.
I mean, he wasn't. He is now.
True.
Keep a bed open. Keep a bed open.
I've got two actually.
Nice.
One is kind of general, but just lately, the amount that I've been getting snapped at, I'm gonna break your fingers.
Oh, like
Yeah,
like
like,
physically,
I need a drink.
literally
I need
snap.
a drink. I'm like, do that one more time, you're gonna be kicked out of this bar.
Hell no.
I'm like, don't be disrespectful. And then of course they don't tip.
yeah.
They never tip. But that's just general. I feel like that's been happening way more. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or if that's just a common thing.
I had a guy yesterday actually be like, to me, and I was like, I literally knew what he wanted already because this guy comes in and he's just a fucking pain in the ass, but whatever, he pays. But he does the finger to me, and I'm like, I just grab him a menu, and he's like, oh, you knew what I wanted? And I was like, yes, I know what you want. And then he was like, well, I had to call you over here to ask you to get a menu. Like, he literally said he was calling me over to ask me for something that I already knew that he wanted. Like, on purpose, he admitted that he was doing that. Like,
I had a lady
get
last
fucked.
night came around behind the bar to order. And we're like, you can't be back here. She's like, well, I had to get your attention. And it's like, there's other ways to do that.
She's behind the bar still snapping. Like,
Yeah, well, she was behind the bar, so just like, hey, and like literally like walked like halfway back, and then was still just like, hey, and I was like, what are you doing?
what do you guys do when people try to walk behind the bar? Like, do you just immediately usher them out, or do you get like,
I'll put my hand in your chest. Yeah, like, just fucking
just
like nope.
just fucking just shove them to the ground?
There was actually one guy that like I thought he was coming back there to like attack me or something, and like I just felt like a hand on my shoulder, and I was the only one bartending, so this scared the shit out of me. And so like I immediately just like pushed him down, like had my like arm like on his neck, and I was just like,
Dang.
"What are you doing?" And he's just like, "I just needed a drink," and I'm like, "This is not how you order here."
That's crazy, dude. The audacity.
This isn't something super similar, but there's been a guy that he has recently moved back to Des Moines, and he comes in like often.
Yeah.
This is only in the past like 3 weeks, and he only drinks Blue Moon. And I guess the keg was like almost done, but he finished it. And so like obviously there's the cup on the, you know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
There's the cup on top of like the keg thing, like telling everyone like it's out. And he somehow like looks up and does a deep dive, or maybe asks some people for the owner's number, and he got the owner's number.
No.
And it's like, hey, did you get new Blue Moon yet? He's like, I don't know who you are, but like, no, like we're still out. And he, for like 6 days in a row, like, hey, did you get Blue Moon yet? Like, no, dude, like, we'll get it when we get it. And then he finally got it and stopped texting him. But he sent in our group chat, was like, yo, do you guys know this guy? And like, why doesn't he just go to the gas station and get Blue Moon if he loves it that much? Like,
Is that the guy that was asking about like satanic stuff to
Yes.
all of the bartenders?
Yes.
Yeah, he would like just
Wait,
ask
what?
some odd fucking questions. I've
Like
never
what?
met him. I think I'm the only bartender that never had an interaction with him. I have texts, but I can't think off the top of my head. Do you remember what he was asking?
well, he was just like really debating like God and the devil. And
At
it's
the
just-
bar?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have a fucking Blue Moon. Let's get into it.
Yeah, like at like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. on like a Wednesday. I'm like, okay,
You
dude.
guys like Satan, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, the door's over there, bro. You can
What the
go try your luck somewhere else.
Well, they say like like no one talks about religion or politics at the bar, and he's just immediately just like, let's get into it, man. Let's fucking.
The first time this is the weirdest question someone's asked me. The first time he came in, we're like kind of chatting. He's odd, but whatever. And he was like, what ethnicity are you? I'm like, okay, like my family heritage. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm a little German. He interrupts. He goes, what's Germany's national bird? What, bro?
What flavor of autism is this?
I have no idea. Like, I've never been asked that before, dude. It was so random. I was like, what the fuck?
That is super random.
I know, it was hilarious, but yeah.
That's a
whatever.
weird, yeah. Sometimes customers do just ask like weird ass questions for like just out of the blue. I don't know. Have you guys ever had any other weird questions?
One lady, I'm pretty sure it was just to distract me from taking payment from her. But I just served her Tanqueray and tonic. I remember this vividly. And she was like, "Do you ever think about the moon?" I was like, "All the fucking time, yeah. Especially every time I see it during the day. I really feel like we're just specks of dust floating through space when I see the moon during the day." She's like, "Yeah." Takes her drink and walks off. I was like, "I needed $6 for that," and I'm not gonna chase her down for it.
Yeah. Dude, I've been doing this bit at work where like if I'm like bored or tired or something, I'll just be like, what do you guys think about birds? And they're like, what? And I'm like, you think they're real?
Or are they just drones?
Yeah.
They're spying on us?
They're like, I'm pretty sure they're real. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. That's why I'm asking you guys. Like, just people immediately are like, yeah, we're gonna go downstairs. I'm like, deuces, see ya. That's kind of what I
It's a
want.
good way to get someone off your back.
Yeah, start asking the weird ass questions.
All right, so you said you said you have a second douche of the week.
I do, yeah. Can they see the ceiling in here?
I don't know.
No,
Okay.
maybe a little bit.
We can get a picture of it.
Okay, well, our ceiling. So a thing that we do is you bring a dollar bill in and then you sign it. And
It
you
is
go-
wild that these are all within arm's reach
Yeah.
and they're not like stapled.
Oh, that's where my story's going.
Okay.
So it was, I believe it was a Sunday I worked, which I normally don't work Sundays. And I was just sitting behind the bar. We had a couple of groups in here. It wasn't too terribly busy. But we had a group of probably like 6 people in our corner. And I wasn't really paying attention because I'm not babysitting you guys. I'm just serving you and you do your thing. So I'm sitting behind the bar, probably talking to somebody. And all of a sudden I get a text from the owner and he's like, hey, that group in the corner is stealing all of the bills off of the ceiling and putting it into the touchtone machine to play music. And I'm like, do you seriously, guys, you don't have $5 to play a song? I'm like, that's ridiculous. Mind you, these are all signed. And I think they may have been pocketing them because, I mean, our whole corner was completely it was empty. So I'm like, where are you taking these dollars? Are you like going to the dollar store? Like, hey, yeah, here's my dollar with 16 different names on it. Thank you.
It's still legal tender, right?
Yeah, it is. But like, come on,
Yeah.
come on, it's
You
$1,
cheap fuck.
literally. But that happens way more than you think. People are like, "Can I steal these?" I'm like, "No. What kind of fucking question is that?"
Yeah. How come you guys don't like staple them to the thing?
It would be more work for us because we just have.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but like
Well,
they
we don't want people to steal, but it's a lot of work.
well, they like to put it where they want to put it.
Yeah,
and that would
true.
be like if we were putting them up. I mean, we would
Well,
be.
you think about the
behind
cost of a
this.
staple, and it's just like it's just not even worth it.
It gets expensive. Yeah, but I mean, if we were putting them up, we would probably be behind the bar or like outside of the bar. Which
Think about my
we don't
hourly
like.
rate too, $4.35 an hour.
No.
It's just
Not worth it.
And there's just like straight up crumpled ones too that aren't even like signed. And somebody's just like, I just want you guys to have my $1.
Yep.
I mean, it's just general etiquette, like to not. I mean, obviously to not rip them down, but
Right.
if they do and they leave, they suck for that.
What's the idea behind it? Is it just for fun?
Just for fun, maybe throw a little
Looks.
it's like a
divey
pretty
in it.
common
Yeah.
dive bar aesthetic thing that I've seen.
Do you guys ever like take them all down and like restart?
No, I know that this was before my time, but I'm pretty sure they all did get taken down because I think there were too many, which I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. But when I started here, there was probably like a fourth of what we have now. Like there was barely any.
I was gonna say I thought I remembered it being like more full. I guess.
Yeah. They also like when people put them up there because again they put them up themselves. You have to like stick it in the thing. So if you like push it too high up, like all of the
Seven
other
fall
bills will
down.
Yeah,
fall
that's
down.
what I was thinking too. That's why I was like,
So we have
there's one
yeah.
just hanging on by a thread right
Yeah.
here. That's just
I
like
give that 2 weeks
yeah.
to still be there.
We have a
And the-
large stack that have fallen that we just have been too lazy to put back
and then
up.
if they fall, that's a ground score, so that's not stealing.
No, not at all.
If you want to look at it like that, sure. But
I'm just kidding.
if there's 80 people in here on a Saturday, there's no way. Like obviously, I'm not going to see somebody.
Right.
over
You see
here.
$1 fall and you're like, don't even fucking think about it.
I do remember, like, I think it was the last time I was in here. I just saw like $1 on the floor, and like I was just like, oh, here's an extra $1 for you that I just found that you can have, not realizing it just came from the ceiling. And then like I finally looked up and I was like, oh, and like I didn't realize that like so let's say like someone does that. Can you guys use that, or is
No,
that
if it's signed, we put it in our drawer and we
Chuck
just have
it
a
back up.
Oh, that's
large
alright.
collection that have fallen.
I thought I was
No.
hooking someone up
We're
with an
not-
extra $1.
We're not that poor. We can take our dollars from our tips, not the floor.
We're
We
pretty
appreciate it
poor.
though.
Yeah.
Very kind of you. Very very kind to
Hey, the
give the,
the
$1
sentiment
to
was
us.
there.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I've also heard of bars like that do have like the entire ceiling covered. They'll like eventually, or like if they close or something, they'll like take it all down and count it and be like, that was fucking $1,000 or something, whatever. So that's why.
We can survive another month now.
Yeah, literally, it was worth it. Thank you guys. But no, that's why I was curious about that.
I don't know if you have another segment to hit on, but I have one more douchebag of the week.
Oh yeah,
or
dude,
douche of the week.
do it. I still got to do mine. So yeah, you got
Oh,
it.
sorry,
No,
yeah,
no,
sure.
do it. No, do yours.
It was a Tuesday, and Tuesdays can be kind of hit or miss, but it was actually pretty busy. And end of the night comes, it's like 1 a.m., and it was somebody's birthday. And like a group of 5 come in, and they get Don Julio shots. And there's a trash right there, like right there. This happened right over there. And they all take it at the same time. And the biggest guy, he had to be like 300 pounds, like 6'4", like huge guy, takes this shot, and he's like, I'm like, no, no.
dude.
And he turns around right here, just, I'm like, bro, are
On
you
the
kidding
ground?
me? Yeah, I'm like, no, hell no. I'm like, that is ridiculous. I
Grown
go
ass
over,
man.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
it's
too.
Juarez. It's Don Julio, man.
It's
like,
good shit.
and I'm like, dude, to be an adult, like, you go outside, go to the bathroom, or know that if you can't take that shot, then like, fuck you. You need to figure something out in your life. And I made him clean it up.
go good.
There's
Dude,
not a,
that's
there's not a
a
shot
pro
that I'm
move.
cleaning that up. No,
That's
I'm
a
like,
pro move.
It's only ever worked for me once.
making someone clean it
Yeah.
up.
Dude, I would try to make them clean it up, and if they didn't, I would just make our security guard do it.
Absolutely.
Dude,
I wish I could pawn it off on anyone else, but no.
it's funny you said that though, but I actually did have a guy the other night that did the same thing. Like the whole group ordered Rumpelmans, and the guy I don't think had ever taken it or something like that, and does the same thing. Immediately covers his mouth, and I was like, all right, dude. Like same thoughts are going through my head. Just like, okay, dude, just make it to a bathroom or a trash can. Like that's, and I literally, he's like sitting there like just like this, and I'm just like, I'm just staring at him right in front of him, like, you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Like, don't stand here a second longer. I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, he was fine. I don't even know if he actually threw up. I think he just like didn't like the taste of it. He wasn't even really that drunk. Like afterwards, he was like, I was like, you want another one? And he was like, no.
At Sips, every single night at 11 o'clock, it was Sips o'clock. And I don't know if you've heard that before, Sips o'clock. Like the bartender, they made a bunch of free, it was all free. They made like 10 to 20 free Dirty Shirleys. And then they'd get a bottle of tequila, stand on the bar because it was like a big U, and walk the whole bar and pour a shot into everybody's mouth at 11 o'clock every single night. And probably a dozen times someone threw up like on my feet. Like actually, it only
That's
happened once
disgusting.
on my feet, but like they take the shot and they're like on the bar. It's like, bro. Come on.
You'd think at some point the manager would be like, yeah, maybe we don't do Sips o'clock anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
But they still do it, so we should go to Ames on
dude.
any weeknight at 11 o'clock, and we'll do Sips o'clock. That's fun.
Throw up right on the bar top.
Yeah. Give somebody else another story to talk
It's
about.
encouraged. They let you do it there.
They love it. It's their favorite thing.
All right, your douche of the week.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a douche of the week. So this guy, it was the first time I'd ever had like, I don't want to say a fight, but it was more like a taken care of, I guess. But it was like this guy. So he comes in with the group, and he's like clearly the loudest, the most drunk, and he's just like they're trying to decide on what drinks they want, and all I can hear is this dude like hovering over this group of people, just like bombs, 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 just like nonstop. And they're still trying to decide. So I'm ignoring him completely. And he is not stopping saying bombs. And so I'm trying to talk to these ladies. And then I'm literally like, I get it. You want a fucking bomb, dude. Shut up, man. And then he literally was like, I'm sorry. Like immediately. and then right after that, oh no, it was probably like an hour after that. They were chilling, hanging out, whatever. I didn't even serve that dude once, so I don't know where he was getting his alcohol from. But he at one point like was getting in some other customers' way, like that were playing darts or something. He was just annoying them. And like the security guard got involved and was just like, hey man, just chill out. Like you're kind of bothering them. Just relax. And the dude just immediately starts pushing the bodyguard. He's like, I'm not bothering them. And then immediately the security guard is like, all right, dude, you gotta go. You gotta go. And then so he's like ushering him out the door. Dude is still trying to like fight him. And then the guy like he eventually grabs onto our security guard. And our security guard is a big fucking dude. Like, I don't even know.
I would not fuck with your security guard.
He's a massive dude. Like, and this other guy just does not even stand a chance. But he is like, he's constantly pushing back. And eventually the security guard's like, I'm not dealing with this. He grabs the guy, like takes out his legs, throws him onto the ground. And I was like, damn. And then I was like, in my head, I'm like, am I supposed to do something?
That's what he's there for.
It's him and me right now. Like he looks like he's got it pretty taken care of. And so the dude's on the ground.
Do you need any help killing that guy?
Yeah, literally.
Let me know when you want me to step in.
Yeah. You got this. Like, yeah. And so the dude's on the ground, and he's like grabbing on to our security guard's legs and like trying to wrestle him to the ground. It's just not working. And then the guy starts giving up to an extent, and then I just hear from my security guard, he's like, if you bite me right now, I'm going to stomp your face in. And the dude,
That's amazing.
the dude gets up, like brushes him off, and then he's like, all right, you gotta leave, man. And he's like, I'm not fucking leaving. The security guard grabs this man by the throat and just walks him outside.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
literally, like, the whole dude he just wanted bombs, man. No, I'm just kidding. But
Sometimes people need that just to.
and then,
Come on.
and then as the dude was on the
Security
ground
guard's
too,
daddy as fuck.
it got so quiet in there. And then I was like, the dude's like wrestling this guy on the ground basically, and I was like, who's with this guy? Nobody says a word, and I know they came in like six
I
people deep.
love it when someone in a group gets kicked out and the rest of the group is just like, he's on his own.
They
Fuck that guy. We don't know. We
shit
don't
out
like
of
him.
that man. Dude, they were like literally not a single person was
I
like.
guarantee
I
you the
don't
guy
fucking
was
know.
outside just being like, my friends are inside. They're coming right out. They don't know they're not. They
like-
fucking hate you, dude.
He's like on the window, like looking in. Like,
Not crying.
he was instantly kicked out, and then literally like
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
yeah, our security guard was like after the aftermath of all of that, he was just like, man, I really needed that tonight. he was like pumped. He was like, dude, I haven't had to do that in years. Like, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, that was my douche of the week. And then I do have another, it's almost a douche of the week, and I've talked about this one before, but basically this guy came in, tried to use the touch tunes, threw like $2 in the touch tunes, could not figure it out, and then started yelling at me like I'm the asshole. And he was like, dude, what is this fucking scam?
Did he come back?
No.
Oh, okay.
So this is a different situation. So then another guy, basically this guy was freaking out over his $2 on touch tunes, and then he called me an asshole and then left. And then his song played
He
twice.
doesn't know how a queue works.
Yeah, his song played twice right after he left. So I was like, good, fuck you, dude. And then after
Santa
that,
Monica?
yeah, it was Santa Monica by Everclear. And then so right after that though, this guy came in and was like at the touch tunes, and he's like, I just want to play games. And I was literally, I see this go down. I'm like, not again, dude, not again. Like, I'm going to
Does he
have.
think it has like fucking Fruit Ninja on it? Like,
I was literally like, I'm going to have to explain to this guy that there's no games on that, and he's not going to believe me. Like,
you got any games on your touch tunes?
yeah, dude, literally. And so I was like, I immediately was like, it's fucking touch tunes, dude. And then he turns around so fast. He's like, oh no, dude, I was joking. I was like, thank God, dude.
Okay.
I was
That is a pretty funny bit.
Yeah,
actually.
he was like hands all over the touch tunes. Like, I just want to play a game on this, dude. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It was
Good
right.
thing he was kidding him.
Yeah, they were super cool after that. I was like, I told them that story, and then I was like, you know, you guys are super cool about this. Like, I'll buy you around. Like, but anyways, so. Yeah, I just thought that was actually, they were cool about it. Totally redeemed himself.
I just remembered I had a dude last night, and this is like at like 1:59. I'm actively trying to move like 30 people out the door, and there's one guy in the very back of the line that he's fucking wasted. And like he came at like 1:55. He's like, "Can I get a drink?" And I'm like, "You got to get the fuck out, man. We're actively trying to get people out." And so it's like 1:59, and he's in the back, and there's like 30 people in front of him, and then he just starts shouting. He's just like, "When I hear your voice saying my name," and then the other 30 people sound so sweet. And it was kind of wholesome, but it was also just like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! It's time to go. Get the fuck out!"
You guys are really sweet. Get out. Oh, man. All right. Well, with that.
Like all 30 people, it was just the loudest fuck as they could all just shouting along to Hinder. And Hinder wasn't playing, by the way. He just started doing this in the midst of silence.
That's hilarious.
Just started shouting that, and then everyone joined in. And I was like, God damn it.
So funny, dude. The song's not even playing. They're just
Nope.
like, that's hilarious. All right. Okay. Well, with that, let's get into our Patreon, which if you're not subscribed to that, it's only $5 a month. You get an extra episode. You get an extra episode early, and you get all of our extra content. And it's only $5 for all of that. So make sure you signed up for that. Thank you guys so much for doing this with us. This has been so much fun. Thank you, Copper Cup, for letting us come in and take up your time and take up your space. And thank you guys, especially. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. It's been a
Any
blast.
socials that you want to plug for the bar for yourselves?
Follow her
Sure,
TikTok.
follow my TikTok.
I knew she was gonna say
that. Sydney Sayre. I actually think that's what it is.
We'll put
Or
it in the
Instagram.
description.
How you spell
Yeah.
that?
How? SYDNEYSAYRE, and then an extra E. So 2 E's.
Perfect. Make sure you follow that. Make sure is there Copper Cup handles as well for Instagram, Facebook?
Copper
Yes.
Cup DM
Yep.
on Instagram. Des Moines.
Okay, and make sure you follow Copper Cup. And all right, with that, let's get into our Patreon and sign off here. All right, so we're just gonna cheers. I'll let you for richer, for poor.
Thanks for watching, poor people.
You.